that you beat him.
Right,
you can run it.
I'll give you a head start, too. Alright, bet. Head start? I don't even know. Nah, I'm about to pull up. I'm about to actually pull up. Alright, y'all, I'm about to race as fastest man alive. Noah Lyles. In the flesh.
100 grand on the line. Let's see who wins.
Let's go.
World champion of what? The United States?
There you go. Oh!
Don't get me wrong. I love the U.S. at times, but that ain't the world.
Oh! That was the top! That was the top!
An extraordinary atmosphere for an extraordinary lineup of men.
Ooh, there I am.
Whoa.
There you are back there.
Even at the moment, Hussein trying to find a way through. Can the Jamaican do it? Oh, it's so close.
He did turn around and look at you as he passed.
I looked at him and then started jumping. Just for fun.
No, you did not, dude.
Lyles moving ahead. Just on the line by...
Like I said, you don't want to race again. You don't want to race again.
I just said July.
It's 50 meters. It's literally 50 meters. Why can't you race again?
Why couldn't you win the first time?
Because I didn't stretch, my G. Look.
You had all the
And I did sit
opportunities.
like, bro, I literally worked out my legs yesterday.
A moment that felt like fiction turned into reality when the world's fastest man, Noah Lyles, went head-to-head in a 50-meter sprint against one of the internet's most unpredictable streamers, IShowSpeed. On the surface, this was just a flashy exhibition event hosted by none other than MrBeast. But what followed was a chaotic swirl of headlines, trolling, and wild speculation that exploded across the internet. The Olympic gold medalist bagged a $100,000 prize, yes. But that wasn't even the main story. What really caught everyone off guard was Speed's lightning-fast reaction off the line, making the race look far closer than anyone expected. And the public? They ate it up, twisting a light-hearted sprint into a supposed dethroning of Lyles himself. But once you peel back the spectacle, you'll see just how calculated, exaggerated, and downright misunderstood this entire race truly was. From Tyreek Hill's trolling tweets to mainstream media spinning wild narratives and a mysterious future clash possibly brewing, we're diving into everything they didn't want you to see behind this viral showdown. It all started with a simple premise. Olympic champion Noah Lyles versus viral sensation IShowSpeed, 50 meters.
I sure did. Look, bro, play the video.
Bro, I won that a little bit, bro.
Did you?
Yes.
That's what's the thing.
Whoa! You a fraud! He a fraud!
Oh, look at that. I'm jumping. Just for fun. Leaning back.
Bro, I won it!
Wow.
I won that, bro!
I can pay for your doc.
One race, $100,000 on the line, and MrBeast firing the starter's gun. Sounds like the perfect recipe for an internet-breaking moment, and it absolutely delivered. But what viewers saw was not just two competitors on a track. It was a clash of two completely different worlds. Professional athletics versus unpredictable entertainment. Right out the gate, Speed exploded with an aggressive jump, catching many by surprise, while Lyles maintained composure and powered through with ease. But from the moment the video hit social platforms, the internet spiraled into chaos. Clips went viral within hours, sports sites ran exaggerated headlines, and fans flooded the comment sections with disbelief. What should have been a simple exhibition turned into a media circus. The fact that MrBeast himself played host only added gasoline to the fire, with millions tuning in not just to see who won, but to find out whether Lyles' reputation would take a hit, or if Speed had secretly trained for this very moment. As the dust settled, one thing became clear. This wasn't just a race, it was a media event, and it had just begun. Let's be real, no one expected IShowSpeed to get off the line like that. When the gun fired, Speed didn't just react, he launched, getting a clear step or two ahead of Lyles before the Olympic sprinter's top-end speed kicked in. For a moment, the internet froze. Was Speed actually winning? In that split second, a new narrative formed, one that the media would quickly run with. Never mind the fact that Noah caught up and passed him easily. Everyone was stuck on that explosive start. Suddenly, fans began questioning whether Speed was secretly elite, if he could transition to real track competitions, or if Lyles had underestimated him. That small lead turned into full-blown speculation, with articles framing it like an even match. In truth, Speed's natural power was impressive. He's untrained, chaotic, but surprisingly athletic, and that raw explosiveness forced everyone to pay attention. Could he actually go somewhere in sprinting if he trained? Possibly, but the real impact was how Speed's performance blurred the line between show and sport, and forced the world to take a second look at how serious entertainment athletes might actually be. And that was just the beginning. If you watch closely, and we mean really closely, it's clear that Noah Lyles wasn't going all out. Sure, he crossed the finish line first, but look at his form. Smooth, almost playful. His arms never fully pumped. His drive phase was shortened, and mid-sprint, he even turned slightly toward the camera and pulled a Euro step across the line. Sound familiar? That's because he's done it before, at the 2022 World Championships during the heats. It was more a victory lap than a maximum effort sprint, and that's what most viewers missed. With a 60 mil personal best of 6.43 seconds, Lyles is capable of running an incredibly fast 50 mil. But this race wasn't a title defense, it was a show. He's been racing non-stop on the Diamond League circuit, winning Olympic gold and putting up indoor times that dwarf this effort. So why give 100% in an exhibition against a YouTuber? He didn't need to. Yet because of that relaxed approach, the media spun a different tale, one that made the race look closer than it was. It's not that Speed was a serious threat, it's that Lyles treated the event with levity, and the public mistook that for weakness. That misinterpretation changed everything. Here's where things got messy. Once the race hit the internet, headlines began rolling out at full speed, and most of them were completely misleading. Noah Lyles barely beats IShowSpeed. Olympic medalist nearly defeated by streamer, track community humiliated. Those were the actual titles. And they weren't just from random blogs. Major outlets took that explosive first step from Speed and inflated it into a narrative that made the race sound like a near upset. One even went so far as to compare it to Lyles' historic Olympic finish, where he won by less than 1/100th of a second. But this 50-meter dash, it was nowhere close to that level. And yet, the press twisted it into a track and field crisis. The reality? Lyles won comfortably, coasted through the finish, and smiled for the camera while doing it. But controversy sells, and Speed's surprise start gave them just enough footage to stir chaos. They didn't care about accuracy. They wanted clicks, and they got them. The race became a myth within 24 hours, and the truth got buried underneath the noise. Noah Lyles crossed the finish line first. That's not up for debate. But IShowSpeed? He walked away with something just as valuable: respect. In a world that mocked his wild antics, he showed up, trained, and almost stole the spotlight from an Olympic legend. As for Tyreek Hill, his reputation remains stuck in limbo until he actually races. But above all, the real winner here might be the sport itself. For the first time in years, sprinting is trending. People are arguing over blocks, form, and finishing phases. Mainstream fans are asking, who's faster? And that's exactly what the sport needs: curiosity, engagement, drama. This race wasn't about proving who's fastest. It was about shaking up the culture. And now that the line's been drawn, there's no turning back. The eyes of the internet are on the track. So the only question left is, who's brave enough to run next?